In today's class, we are going to study MOSFET internal capacitance. Here, there are basically two types of internal capacitance in the MOSFET, and they are known as the first one is the gate capacitive effect. The gate capacitive effect. The second one is the source body and drain body depletion layer capacitance. The second one is the source body and drain body depletion layer capacitance. Hope all of you are familiar with the MOSFET basic configuration, so that what do you mean by body and what do you mean by gate, source, drain, all of you know the basics of the MOSFET things. And now, as I said, we will study these two internal capacitance of the MOSFET. First one is the gate capacitive effect. Second one is source body and drain body depletion layer capacitance. When we will study the gate capacitive effect, the gate electrode, usually polysilicon, forms the gate electrode, that is polysilicon, forms a parallel plate capacitor with the channel, okay, with the channel, and the oxide layer serving as the capacitor dielectric medium. Okay, what is going to happen in gate capacitive effect? The gate electrode, that is polysilicon, forms a parallel plate capacitor with the channel, and oxide layer serving as the capacitor dielectric capacitance, capacitor dielectric. Okay, and hence the capacitance value is usually denoted by per unit area as COX. Okay, and now the second one, that is the source body and drain body depletion layer capacitance. And these are the capacitance. What do you mean by source body and drain body depletion layer capacitance? These are the capacitance of the reverse biased PN junction. These are the capacitance of the reverse biased PN junction formed by N source region. Okay, these are formed by N source region and also called as source diffusion. This is called as source diffusion. And p-type substrate and you can say p-type substrate, and by the N drain region, that is drain diffusion. And the substrate. Okay, so the source body and drain body depletion layer capacitance are the capacitance of the reverse biased PN junction formed by the N source region, also called as the source diffusion, and p-type substrate, and by the N drain region, that is the drain diffusion and the substrate. Okay, so these two capacitance, these two capacitive effects can be modeled by including capacitance in the MOSFET model between its four terminal, that is source, gate, drain and substrate and body. Okay, there will be totally 5 capacitance in total, that is CGS, gate source capacitance, CGD, gate drain capacitance, gate body capacitance, and CGB, gate body capacitance, right, and CDB, drain body capacitance, where the subscript indicates the location of the capacitance. Okay, this subscript indicates the location of the capacitance. Now we'll going to have a study what will be regions, what is the its capacitive values for these things. The gate, first we will take into consideration the gate capacitive effect. In gate capacitive effect, what we will make, this can be modeled by three capacitance, that is CGS, CGD and CGD. Thus, the values of these capacitance can be determined as follows, and I will say when the MOSFET is operating in the triode region at small VDS, say small VDS, the channel will be of uniform depth. The gate channel capacitance will be WLCOX and can be modeled by dividing it equally between the source and drain ends, and thus CGS is equal to CGD, that is having the value 1 by 2 into WLCOX. We can say this is a triode region operation. Okay, and now the second one, when the MOSFET operates in the saturation, okay, when it operates in the saturation region, the channel has a tapered shape. Okay, the channel has a tapered shape and it is pinched off at or near the drain end. The gate to channel capacitance in this case is approximately 2/3 of the WLCOX and can be modeled assigning this entire amount to the gate source capacitance and a zero amount to CGD. Therefore, the gate source capacitance value will be 2/3 of WL into COX. Okay, and CGD value is equal to 0 for saturation region. Now, next, the third one, you can say when the MOSFET is in cutoff region, in the cutoff region, what is going to happen? The channel disappears and our gate source voltage and gate drain capacitance, I mean gate source capacitance and CGD is equal to 0. CGD is equal to 0. And is equal to 0 and gate body capacitance is equal to WLCOX, that is in the cutoff region. So in similar way you can say there is an additional small capacitance. Okay, for this one there is an additional small capacitive component that should be added to our gate source capacitance and as well as the gate drain capacitance, and this is the capacitance that results from the fact the source and drain diffusion extends slightly under the gate oxide. Okay, that will extend slightly under the gate oxide, and if the overall length of this is denoted by LOV, okay, then we will see the overlap capacitance component as COV is equal to W into L into COX. Usually this LOV varies from 0.05 to 0.1 L. So in this way we have studied regarding MOSFET internal capacitance and some of the high frequency model we will take into the next topic. This is the figures what we have shown for our high frequency MOSFET model, and here we have introduced the capacitance for our MOSFET model for each of the terminals. That is, when we will introduce the capacitance between drain and gate, the capacitance has been introduced as CGD, and between the two current sources, that is GM into VGS, GM into VBS, that is CGS when it has been introduced between the capacitance has been introduced between the gate and source, that has been shown here. Similarly, source and body and drain and body, the capacitance has been introduced, and this shows the high frequency equivalent circuit model for our MOSFET. So the equivalent circuit in which source is connected to substrate, we can neglect and since this value is 0, and hence we can remove this factor, or we can remove this current source, and what is going to happen, we are having a simplified version of this high frequency model as the equivalent circuit in which source is connected to the our substrate. And similarly, this drain to body is can be also be neglected. When we will neglect the CDB value, we can have the equivalent circuit of model B with CDB neglected, and we are going to have this type of circuit in our high frequency MOSFET model. So this is for today's class.